So welcome back to my living room. I'm here today because we're going to be cleaning and organizing it, preparing for a move that I'm making in a couple weeks. So I just want to go through everything here and evaluate if it's something that I want to move with, if I want to keep, if I want to declutter or give to someone else type of thing. So figured it's a good time to do that. Still, again, a couple weeks before the move. I literally have moving boxes to the right of me, but I basically have three sections of this room that I'm going to break this down into. So the first one here is this TV stand, but this side has rags and dog stuff. Then there's obviously books, entertainment in the middle, and then the other side has more rags, candles, tools, and everything. So I just want to go through those and make sure they're all something that we still want to keep here and bring with us. Next thing is this ottoman coffee table type piece. This contains a bunch of random stuff, some workout stuff, some blankets, the air fryer because that's where it fits, just some random things. I just want to go through that and make sure everything looks good. And then finally, under the couch also contains a bunch of storage items. I think there's like electronics, blankets, workout stuff. Again, I just want to see what's down there, so I'm gonna take you along for the ride. So we are starting off with the classic take everything out, and then we will evaluate and then put it away. So starting off with this first door here on the left, I'm taking out the candles, some of the dog supplies. Then on the middle open air section here, we have some books and my record player. The vinyls I keep in the bedroom. I just don't use it as often as I should, but it's definitely something I would like to utilize more, but it just looks good there for now. So that's where it lives. And then finally on to the third door. This has, again, more candles. I love this candle smell. Our toolbox, and then a container in there that contains all of my quote-unquote art supplies. So kind of shocking to learn, I feel like I have more books than I thought I did and more candles. There was a lot in there. So now that everything has been removed from the shelves, I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick wipe down with my Method all-purpose spray. Got a decent amount of dust on there. I think that middle rack collects the most dust out of everything. So then I wanted to take a couple moments and categorize everything by what category they are. So just putting all of the books together in one pile, all of the candles together in one pile, the rags and the dog supplies all together. And now we're moving on to the coffee table ottoman. This is a piece from Target, and picked this out because I knew we need a coffee table in front of the couch, but we wanted it to also be like a footrest thing and then also storage because we don't have a ton of storage space in this apartment. So this was a great choice. I'm sure if you live in a small space, you've seen or probably have something like this. There's like even more solid ones that exist out there. This one's like pretty fabric and soft, but you can get like table ones that like people even pull up and work off of. But just a great piece. It does fit a lot of stuff, so I made sure to take everything out. And now we're moving on to under the couch. There was some things under there, a lot of dust in particular. Okay, not too much under there, but it is so dusty that I need to vacuum this up. Here's what the space currently looks like. Still in the messy stages. So I knew I wanted to eventually also clean out the inside of the cloth ottoman. There were some like accessories or something in there that left a bunch of sparkles and just particles in there. So we're going to get to vacuuming that out. But for now that we have all of the items kind of laid out in front of me, I'm going to go through each one and see what's going on. See if I remember even owning it, and just see if it's something that I'm going to want to pack up in the next couple of weeks and take with me. And like I mentioned, like there's some type of sparkly accessory in there that it was even in the gaps of a couple of the items that were in there, like that folding container and that pitcher and measuring cup just had like some sparkles in there. So I just took my Dyson and quickly vacuumed them out. Does anybody else collect the gift bags that they get for birthdays and holidays and stuff like that? We just collect them so that they can be reused pretty easily, and I swear some of them we've had for years and just continue to reuse them. Yeah, I mean, they're perfectly good gift bags. Why not just keep them and reuse them for the next birthday? So kind of fun, I wanted to spend some time and really dig through this arts and crafts box that I have here. I used to watercolor a lot more often, and I used to actually also bullet journal. So I have markers and supplies for that, and I just haven't done it as much as I would like to. It's definitely a great creative outlet to have. But does anybody else do this when they're going through their old markers? Do you test out every marker? Because that's what I'm doing here to make sure they're still good. So thankfully most of those markers were good, and I definitely love using them for like birthday cards and just like little quick art projects, but I would love to dedicate more time this year to just focusing more on making art for fun. It's a great way to de-stress and a great creative outlet. So I only ended up getting rid of a couple of pens and markers that didn't really have ink left in them, and then I rearranged everything back into that container. And now moving on to the dog's toys here. She has too many toys. They actually don't even all fit into this basket. She had some in the other room that I didn't include in this. But I gave it a quick vacuum with the Dyson. A lot of dog hair on that, understandably. And then I just kind of went through, and I did end up keeping most of them, but there are a couple of the toys that she was like breaking off pieces and actually eating. So I just took this time to go ahead and get rid of those. And then this basket is like her medicines, shampoo, just more stuff that she doesn't use on an everyday basis, nail cutters and stuff like that. So these are gonna stay in the cabinet, but I also just wanted to go through it, see if there was anything excessive or repetitive in there, as well as give it a quick vacuum. I'm curious to know if you have a pet basket in your home, or maybe if you just keep it dispersed throughout the home. Maybe you have a pet container, something like that, and of course something that you just keep out of the way. It's not an everyday use thing. Next, I went through my books. I only ended up decluttering one of them. I don't read physical books often, but I do have a Kindle, and before that I was reading on the Kindle app on my iPad. So I don't really have a need for physical books, but because I've grown up this small collection of physical books over the past couple years, I don't really want to get rid of it at this point. I think it's nice to have books on a bookshelf to read if you want to, and then there are certain books that just do better as a book. So like cookbooks and more textbook books I think are better to read in a physical format as opposed to digital. So all that to say, most of these books are staying, and then I'm just rearranging them on the shelf. I actually ended up decluttering a couple of rags as well, so that really slimmed down how much space was being taken up in the baskets, and then I was able to put them in the same door. Before one was in the left door and then one was in the right door, and now they're together, so I think it just makes a lot more sense now. Now I am adding everything back to the coffee table / ottoman. I don't think I got rid of too much here, just keeping most things but reorganizing them. And I think everything fits a lot better now. And it's good to know what's in there as well. Then just wiping down the top of that with my Method all-purpose cleaner. And then wiping down the tray that goes on top of it as well. Couple things going back under the couch. That is a ukulele and that is a weight set. And then I actually did spend a couple minutes here and filmed a candle review, describing each candle and what I thought of it, just justifying why I was keeping it. Ultimately, I found that I liked the scent of all my candles, but you will not get to watch that segment because the volume on my mic was completely blown out for almost this entire video, and you basically can't understand a word I'm saying. So lesson learned for next time, definitely check your mic levels, especially because I had made some adjustments for a different mic and I just didn't realize that would affect things. But yeah, just lesson learned for next time. Sorry you can't see the candle review. After that, I wiped down the top of the TV stand. That was also quite dusty, so definitely due for that. And then I took the Dyson back out and gave the area another quick run through with the vacuum, just to get up all that extra dust that may have moved around from this process and just bringing everything out on the floor. And there we have it. There is the finished living room and all of its doors and storage. Just looks much cleaner and much fresher now. So this whole process took a little bit longer than originally anticipated, but I'm feeling a lot better about the stuff that I'll be moving in a couple of weeks. And if I had to wait to move, or if I had waited to the moment until I'm actually packing up my things to move, I don't think I could have been as deliberate, as intentional with my choices and what I would be bringing from place to place. I would probably just all throw it in a box and call it a day. So, but thanks for coming along with me on this little cleaning journey, and hopefully it inspires you to get some living room storage decluttering done if you have something that you've been waiting to do. So that wraps it up for this week's cleaning video. I hope this gave you some motivation and inspiration to get some cleaning or decluttering done of your own. Hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe for more videos from me on a weekly basis, and I will see you in the next one.